Hello and good evening. Welcome to the No Exit Experience. You're in for the ride of your life. I got Vanessa to my...
Wait. Tom, do you see the strobing?
What's strobing?
What's strobing?
Look at Jason's face.
Are we on LSD?
Move your hands, Jason.
Shrooms.
See?
Oh,
What do you think?
shrooms.
Should we restart?
No, this is fun. This is a great start. Keep going. I mean, this part right here is gold. This is.
It looks good to me.
This is podcast.
Oh, you don't
gold.
see strobing.
I do not.
Okay. Look at my monitor.
That's all the mushrooms I gave you before the show,
You
Richard.
don't see strobing? The King Kong effect?
I see strobing.
It's sort of cool though.
And the Prez sees strobing.
It doesn't. Who cares? We're just talking heads. It's not really going to matter.
Yeah, but he's a perfectionist.
Okay, well, so can I
No,
start,
I
Tom,
am.
or are you going to restart?
No, keep it going. It's great.
Okay, so welcome to the No Exit Experience. That's why you see it's a cacophony of trash. I got Vanessa to my left.
Yeah,
got
trash.
Richard. I got Tom, and I got
New
the
York
Prez
Dolls.
on remote. So let me read the intro. Welcome to the No Exit Experience, the VIP lounge of the human psyche, a claustrophobic K-pop train wreck where the only currency is interruption and where the knowledge that other people are the ultimate acid trip you can never come down from. There's no escape hatch, no final judgment, just eternal, miserable dialogue. A nonstop three-ring circus of psychological torture where the only bartender is pure, unadulterated existence.
Yeah,
So, heck yes. Hit
I'm
it.
glad I'm back because last week the show was on life support, and to me the show was like a living organism, and we're all like organs. Like the heart wasn't there, the brain, the gallbladder, the pancreas. Maybe we had the large intestine, the small intestine, the sphincter. You can figure out, you can fight that out over who's who, but you need all the organs
But you
for an
think you're the
organism to
brain?
function.
You're not the brain.
No, I'm the heart because I'm,
No, you're
I'm
not.
sweet and kind and
No,
lovable.
you are the rectum full of shit.
No, he said over there, Richard. You're the large intestine.
No, you are not anything vital.
Celeste was the small intestine. You're buddy. Come on.
You are nothing vital. We were not on life
I'm
support
fucking
because you
vital
weren't
as
here.
fuck. Ask the viewers. They love me. That's like having Blackpink without Lisa.
That means nothing to me.
What? She's the Machne, and so am I. She's lovable.
Well, you don't get your time yet. Stop.
oh, okay.
So I didn't get the invite today, Richard.
You did?
Because
I
you're
did
not
not.
invited. I took it over.
No, I just wanted. I wanted to see how many people watched last week. Shut up.
3. I might have been one of them when I was offline.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, you're missing the point. Like a pencil.
Yeah, I'm looking right at it. I sent it to you, definitely.
All right, this is real entertaining, guys. Speed it up.
6:49 a.m.
Oh, and I certainly didn't.
Go back to 6:49
Make like
a.m.
Kara
did.
and step
I
it
did
up
because
now.
Step. Yeah.
up now.
There was the last one, or the reprise of the music of the night from Phantom of the Opera Weber version, and then I
then
sent
what?
And then I sent you the picture of the guy with the pneumo.
Wow, so you missed one.
Dude,
I
this is
did.
like listening to my parents fight
So-
when I was a kid.
How many people viewed last week?
3.
Can you make my face more central in the frame?
Yeah, make it more central, like New York Central.
No, that's what
Terminal.
you do.
Hey,
81 on Facebook.
See, they went-
16 on
Move my
YouTube.
camera.
see, they
So
went down.
I don't know why we went up the week before. You know,
because
and
me and the Prez were there. You need your Missimo. But your third part of Missimo isn't here yet.
but
That's
how
Brian.
that doesn't make sense because they would
I mean,
have
try to have twice
stop.
What?
They would have to tune in.
You try to have twice
No,
without
you don't get to
Missimo.
do that. Stop that.
I'm fun, and we have fun together. We're a
That's
great
not fun. That is counterproductive. So
You're so surly.
you can't even spell surly.
Surlie.
Yeah, you're
See?
such a
There?
sucker. So are we ready for
I'm
our
an
first
all-day sucker.
Our first
Open
first
your
topic.
mouth. I'm a Charms blow pop.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, so
K-pop. Charms blow K-pop.
Oh, I'm looking.
wait a minute. The reason I thought you got the invite is because you knew the topics.
No, because you told me
My
last
friend-
week or 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
Hey,
okay.
Richard.
When the guy
Yeah.
got needle, when he got the pneumo, you said that should be the first topic.
Richard, my friend, back in 7th grade, used to say this thing all the time. He says, "You thought that was your first mistake. If I wanted any shit out of you, I'd squeeze your head."
How come there's no pictures?
There's picture. Where are the pictures? Yeah, Tom, are they up? He's got to refresh it. Like I got to refresh my drink here at the Bar of the Future. We've turned into the Bar of the Future. Pete Loga's welcome to come tie one on and do K-pop dances with Jim Prey.
Be careful. The
I am
last thing I
careful.
want you to do is break a glass bottle the way you're slamming them on the. You're the only one laughing.
I amuse myself because I'm so fun. I'm your Machne, and you've got to love me.
Who the fuck is Machne?
Me. Do you know what a maknae is? That's like the youthful fun component of a core. Like we got 4 people here, so this could be like aespa. That's a 4-piece, and like, yeah,
Okay.
or Blackpink. I'd be like Lisa. I think you'd be like Jenny. Richard probably. The Prez would be like Rose, and we got over there. Who's up in the corner? Richard? Did I assign you a member of Blackpink yet? You're whoever's left.
You sound like you're babbling. Well, you
Well,
are.
I'm trying to get young people.
Quiet. The
I'm
first
trying to get-
topic this day is about. You might have heard about JJ. What happened to my picture?
Yeah, where's your picture?
I
Let's
just
make a
put it
big-
up, and
There it
I
is.
did that.
See, I
Press
just-
the button. There you go.
See, if
I did that. It was up there, and then
That's
somebody
fun.
took it down.
Jason, that happens if I don't do it because I have the magic touch, like Gene Simmons.
that,
I mean, Chime Witz.
Okay, now I'll introduce the topic, then you can give your point. Okay. Okay, so on the
One
Pittsburgh
you need
Steelers,
Don't interrupt him. Please
didn't.
stop.
on the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of their star players,
Franco Harris,
he had a muscular problem,
Mean Joe Green.
and there's a procedure that they do in the Steelers organization and all the other football organizations, where you take a needle, and it's sort of like acupuncture.
it's like heroin.
You put it exactly in the spot where they know where the pain originates,
Yeah.
My
and
brain.
you feel better right away.
this show.
Okay? Well, the person who was doing it from the medical staff went in at the wrong angle and punctured the lung.
Okay. Okay.
And so what happened is they had to call an ambulance and they had to take him to a hospital and have his lung collapsed, and they had to treat him for it.
They put in a chest tube.
So when they went to the usual, shall we say, press conference, one of the questions was, who did it? Mm-hmm. And the coach said, a member of the medical staff. And they said, well, who's on the medical staff? And he goes, a lot of people. It could be a trainer. It could be a doctor. It could be a physical therapist. He did not want to name the person. Was that the right thing to do?
Hey, they do that a lot of
well,
newspapers.
that's
Because if I'm on that team, I don't want that person near me.
On the flip side, you don't know how prevalent it is, because I didn't know how prevalent it was, because I read an article after, it was a couple days ago, that the guy said, I've been doing it for 15 years. I did it in college, you know.
What,
it was
Jack
all
in
over. Shut up. That's off point.
It said that the show's about interruptions, so I'm just staying true to your message. I'm sorry.
Don't point at me. That and so the thing is, what it is feeling like where the knots are, and they put it in. It's right in where they feel the knot in a trigger point. So trigger points are a big thing in osteopathy, and they will manipulate them. Also, in people with fibromyalgia, they have trigger points where you touch here and here. Like if you touch here, it doesn't hurt, but if you touch here, it does. And when I was working, that the people with the fibro, there was 27 different points I'd have to touch.
When were you working?
That,
you had a job?
And so with this, what it is, why it's dry needling is because nothing is injected. Now, there's 2 different points, though, 2 different ideas here. Because if it's it went downhill because we can't get anything said.
What? I didn't.
That
keep talking.
if it's a solid needle, it just cuts through and it pushes it apart. But if it's a hollow needle, what happens is if you put it in, you can push a piece of the skin right in. And then if you're not injecting anything in, you can get an inclusion cyst, because that will continue to grow deep in there. And so it'll have the hair, the sweat glands, the oil glands, everything, and you get an inclusion cyst.
That's the meat acorn. Do you know about the meat acorn?
No, and that's why it's not because that's the thing. Dry needling is they're not injecting it through it. But as I say, I don't know what the needles are. But probably acupuncture
Did you just
needles.
say-
Now that
I want to clarify something. Did you just say injecting the throat?
no,
Oh.
that
thought
the thing is, wherever you are, you should never get that deep, because especially if it's in it was in the pecs, and these guys got pecs like that. You got to really stick it in there, which is far and away. I mean, even to stick it through my scrawny chest, you'd have to go through that much to get there. So whomever did this totally screwed up. Now this picture, that what you see here, you could see it on the left side. If I had a pointer, that's a deflated lung. There's actually deflated lungs on both sides, but you could see it on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Because if this was a live X-ray, we'd be able to see it better. But right there, even a guy, if you're not a doctor, you could say, "What's
Jason,
going on here?"
Could we get a live X-ray? Do you think? Like that would be cool if we could show like.
Do you know how
what
much
you're
that would
talking about.
cost?
I mean, like, could we find one on the internet, I wonder, and, like,
No,
put it up?
no, that was just so you could see what it is. Because what a pneumothorax is air around the lung. You need air in your lungs. Mm-hmm. But a tension pneumo is when there's air around it, but there's no exit point. So that squeezes everything, and that's what killed guys in Vietnam.
Oh, no exit.
That they'd get shot in the chest, and then the flap would go over it, or it'd be zigzag, and then they would just fill with air in their chest. They'd die after 4 or 5 minutes because it was squeezing everything. So that's why we'd have to depress it. But at the same time, it's not a guarantee, though, because I remember a patient, for blood coagulation, we use something called the INR, the International Normalized Ratio, meaning that your blood results here, or in Toronto, or in Moscow, or in Adelaide in Australia, or in Saigon in Vietnam.
Honolulu?
That it's all the same, that whatever your number is the same anywhere. So 1 is normal. And I had a patient who had lupus, and she had an INR of 4. It doesn't scale up linearly, but you just know if it's 4, they're going to bleed out every hole.
That's like a porno.
No, it isn't. And I had to put a central line in her. And so since I'm left-handed, I was going on the right side. And when you're
Like
putting
Satan.
the needle in, you always pull back, because you want blood return so you know where you are. Well, I got a bunch of air in there, but then I got the line and I got it in. And a guy within
line
my
on
work,
you.
he told me, he said, pretty gutsy move. But, there's a fine line between balls and stupidity. And I was more on the stupidity side. But the thing is, I didn't drop her lung. So the thing is, something is weird, because if you just stuck a needle right here, right in, a solid needle, that shouldn't drop your lung. So whatever somebody did, they were way off. They were off
So
the
what are
property.
your speculations as to what might have happened?
I have no idea, because that is so beyond the pale to drop a lung, that to have a significant pneumothorax, like if you have a 10% pneumo, they just watch that. You don't get a chest tube for that.
Hey, we got some comments. Do we want to talk about the comments at
Yeah,
all?
let's talk about the comments.
Hi, Mega Mick. I love you. Can I be on your show and be your Machne too? We're turning
It's a
this.
blast.
So what do you
It's
think?
a blast. We're turning it into the bar of the future. You're invited to the party.
You're a fan of the football, Richard. What's your opinion?
What?
Oh, well,
football?
yeah,
Oh,
I was
all right.
talking to other fans of football.
Oh, okay. Well,
And so like Jim
Like, you mean
Frey. Jim Frey's a
soccer-
huge fan.
Soccer or the USFL?
And I said,
USFL.
shouldn't the coach have mentioned the name?
Well,
And you know what Jim
Coach
said?
bag.
Don't worry.
Where's your
The
coach
player who had it done, he told someone who told someone who told, and now the whole team knows it. And he said the person who did that has probably got a new job cleaning up the locker room.
Or no job.
yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe no job.
But at the same time, when we're talking big money here, because of the contract
Rush,
and the guaranteed
the big
money,
money.
and that's why it's bigger than just naming somebody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get malpracticed, it's just you. You're not part of an organization, or you don't have a $12 million contract
so
per
by
year.
not naming him, he was protecting the Steelers.
Yeah, he protected everybody by not naming them, because once you say, "Oh, it was Jing Soo Ho, the acupuncturist," now
Jing Soo Ho?
that
Well, that would mean
put that down.
You said Jing Soo Ho.
that would mean that if a physician is part of Buffalo Medical Group, you don't sue Buffalo Medical Group. You sue the physician.
You sue everybody
Oh,
because
you do. You could sue the medical.
Yeah,
group.
you look for the deepest pockets. Oh, yeah, like
Oh, that would
Like when you play
explain
pocket
something.
pool.
That would explain something where you just said, because one point I was with my doctor, and I took out my little recorder.
Yeah.
And I put it down. He goes, "What is that?" I said, well, "That's going to record everything you said." He goes, "Whoa, I don't think the medical group would approve of that." He's thinking lawsuits.
Why didn't you tell him? I mean, I would have done it clandestinely. I don't know.
in New York
Well,
State,
from
you can't
that
do
point
that.
on, I did.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's actually really deceptive because I don't think it's legal
What
in New
isn't?
York. I think New York is a two-party state. Oh, it is? Okay.
We're having a party here. We had two bottles.
That-
We're having two parties at
Put
once.
those down before you break them.
That's a Republican.
That,
That's a Democrat. Democrats and the
And
Nazis.
because that's why in about 17 states, doctors can go without malpractice insurance. And they'll put that right. They post a sign saying, "We have no malpractice insurance." So you could sue them, but for what? You won't get any. They have nothing to take.
Really? Wow.
Well, that's why that asshole John Edwards from 15 years ago, he made his money by threatening to people to individually take their houses and take their stuff. When malpractice insurance, what happens is even if they give a judgment for $10 million and your limit is like $3 million, they're going to settle that for the $3 million, because you take the money in hand is better than the promise down the road. And so that's why.
Yeah,
That's why you
bird
look
in the
for
hand's
the,
worth two in the bush.
and that's why that's why you sue who has the money, because the doctor doesn't have it, but the Buffalo Medical Group does. or Buffalo General, you know, that they have it.
Hey,
and that's why you
Jason.
sue Suburban. You don't sue ECMC.
You think that the doctors don't have money since you were a doctor,
I
correct?
still am.
So, are you Dr. Glove like Chaim Witz, the doctor of Glove? Oh, never mind that. But like, really, seriously, doctors don't have a lot of money. They just do this stuff, and they're pretty much like middle class and average people.
Doctors and lawyers, we will always be at best upper middle class because we have to go to work every day to get paid. Put that kiss.
That's Dr. Love, the doctor of Glove, Chaim Witz.
Oh, but I can't imagine that we'll get to that because
That's for James Walker because he's sick and he loves the Knights in Satan's Service. Band.
and so
And we love
yeah,
James.
but if we don't go to work, we don't get paid, and that's the thing.
Oh,
So,
you're right. That's absolutely
because
correct. Yeah, right.
I know some guys online that they're doing investing and they're making more money now investing, and they're not financial pros.
Like Rich Viola. You know Rich Viola? He's an investment wizard. You know Rich Viola, right, Richard?
I invite him all the time to this
Yeah, he's
show.
like an
and
investment
he never
wizard.
responds.
Yeah, he used to
Well,
be in with this. He used to be in with this, like, he was in with the in crowd, like Ramsey Lewis
Wait.
trio.
Wait, his name is
Rich
Viola.
Yeah, like a,
Does
like
he
a-
just keep stringing you along?
Like yeah, he's like the bigger violin that's not quite a cello. Yeah, Viola, Rich Viola. Like the sub
You know
shop.
what- you know what's
hey,
great?
Sal, the sub shop. In
You have
Niagara
an intellectual
Falls.
joke, and she dumps it down to a 5-year-old.
That was
No,
my
Sal
first
got
lawyer's
it.
name.
What? What do you mean?
You had to explain what the viola was.
Yeah, because the viewers are stupid, so I gotta. I mean, we got MAGA Mick here. I gotta explain it for him. He's not
Okay,
exactly
well,
the quickest.
what's
He's not
our-
the brightest light bulb in the Crayola
Okay,
box.
Now,
Hi, I
the
love
next
you, Mick.
topic is
Just kidding.
It's depression because
That's my way of life.
well, but you know
Yours too, right?
What, let me address it.
Okay, it says at the
What-
beginning of
we're
the
not-
show
we're-
it's all about interruption, so I'm trying to stay true to your mission
The picture
statement.
Yeah,
is
and when you're done, I have something to say about that.
Your
too.
Mission UK statement.
that the depression takes many signs. There's a lot of things in common, but there are also individual
This is one.
that no, that's just self-treatment. But you need more. You need more treatment. You might need inpatient. That,
Will you be my doctor?
Because like this is my second episode of depression in my life, but this one's prolonged for like 4 years because I wasn't recognizing it at first.
Go back
but,
to Hawaii.
That what it has for me, it's avolition. But what I was never suicidal, except for about literally 5 seconds in March of 2020. Early March in 2020, about 5 seconds, but then it went away. I really don't feel it. You know, there's things that you feel. I don't feel suicidal.
Hey,
because if people
are you
that feel
rationalizing or
suicidal,
are you, like, for real here?
No, for real. I don't feel it. You know, and also for one, I'm too much of a wimp to waste myself, and because I'd have to do something dramatic.
You're right. To waste yourself, you've got to have a lot of courage and like a
Yeah,
lot of
or
fortitude.
fine
It's
line
really
between
hard.
balls and stupidity. You know that and I think too much of myself. I think I have too much to give to waste myself. You know, I'm not some
Too much of the D.
And what I say, you know, if Van Gogh, I think Van Gogh might have been bipolar instead of just unipolar depressed, because I'm telling you, when you're depressed, like I said, you don't paint pictures like Sunny Day. You know, you don't do that.
You're right. You don't. You're,
Well, or any
absolutely.
paintings that
He's
are that good.
bipolar as fuck.
Because that's the thing, that you don't have the volition to do anything. I don't have the oomph. I can't get it done. Or if there's multiple steps, that dissuades me and that scares me.
So this topic came up because I sent somebody a photo,
Oh yeah.
and he looked at the photo and he said, "Oh, that person looks like a happy person. Is he a happy person? Because he's overweight, and usually overweight people are not happy, but he looks really happy."
A lot of people around here are. I
So
won't deny I am.
I said, "Well, in my view, a happy person is a person who is not depressed 70% of the time. They're depressed 30% of the time."
What if it's 71.6?
I said it is an unrealistic expectation to expect anyone
Hi,
to
Tom.
never be repressed,
Depressed, not repressed, depressed.
depressed.
But it's
So in that
show
sense,
will depress you.
I would say he's happy because he's only depressed 30% of the time.
But are you a medical expert? Who are you to make that call?
no. The thing is, though, it's not an on-off switch, so you can't put a hard
No,
percentage
you
on
can't.
it.
Depression is a thing that's always there. That sometimes it gets worse, and it's a condition that you have. You do not sadness and depression get like misconstrued together a
You
lot.
can have a down day. That doesn't mean you're depressed.
Right.
So I said that since everybody, in my view, is depressed 30% of the time, except for the people who have more than 30, then they're really depressed. I said it takes various forms. I said Jason's form of depression is a lack of motivation.
Speaking for you.
And
you like that?
Vanessa's form is why does the world and the people in it not take care of me for just existing?
They should, because I'm the Machne, and that's what they do to Mach.
And my form of depression is why are so many of the people I know harming their minds or their bodies?
What?
And so I asked, and I'm asking the people who are watching too,
Hey, let's ask the Prez. Is he
what
still
is
here?
your form of
I'm
depression?
still here.
Like, how does it express yourself? So Prez,
Yeah, Prez.
how does your depression manifest itself?
Well, actually, most of the time in my later adult life, I'm not depressed, but I had a problem with the medication I was on, and it caused me to have some difficulties. And I also, yeah. So, yeah. Can you have me on? Okay. But I would say I'm not as upbeat as I usually am, but I'm getting better. So I'm trying to continue to move in a positive fashion. So things are going in the right direction. Just I don't feel like I'm at the same level I was at, say, compared to like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Well, what would trigger your depression? Would
This
it be
show.
somebody who is a non-believer, or what would it be?
You.
Well, it would, yeah, because I mean, I do care for other people, and to think that they would go to hell for eternity is can be depressing. Because
Yeah, we could save you from hell, Richard, if you if you would just say that Jesus Christ is the Lord and King and Savior, and that He went through the passion of the crucifix and died for your sins and absolved you of all your original sin.
Because there's two groups of people: the ones that are really happy and the ones that are unhappy, but they put on a happy face.
That's a good one.
Oh, thank you.
Because that's
you two.
that's part of that is like the gallows humor, you know, that because it's either laugh or cry.
Hey,
you know,
Jason, do you consider yourself to be putting on a happy face or not? I'm actually curious.
I feel like I'm kind of really simple in that regard. I'm like primary colors. I'm not really what you see is what you get.
And my perception of you, Jason, is you do exactly that. You have a public face and a private face.
But I'm not aware of what is my private face. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
am. I've seen it.
Oh, Richard's an expert. He's a psychology expert.
you want
He
an
knows everything.
example?
Yeah, share it.
sure.
Okay, so when I bought these chairs, all right, so you, me, and Tom, we were testing them out.
Uh-huh.
And Tom said, I don't like them because they don't fit right.
yeah, and,
And you
now.
said, oh, well, because there's not a hole in the back for the butt. So that's why they don't fit right. Then when Tom left, you said, I didn't want to say anything, but I think it has to do with Tom's body is the reason they don't fit
Who,
right.
Tom? Which Tom?
Public face and private face.
Well,
Hey,
it was like
see?
last week when you know, you don't want to insult people online, and when we were
it's
talking
'cause they're
before the show.
slippery.
They are slippery when wet, like
Yeah.
Bon Jovi.
Well, but when the
suck.
Buddha sat in him, he just blew him out.
Hey, oh shit! That reminds me. Why do you need fucking chairs? You got enough simps around here. You could make Sal Monaco, Jim Prey, and all them bozos
No,
be human
Actually,
chairs, and we
Richard,
can
you
sit
and I
on their
have so many
face.
depressive
Dorothy
things.
Stratton was in a fucking chair when her husband shot her 45 years ago.
Awesome. We could sit on. Would you rather sit on Sal Monaco or Jim Prey's face if we had human chairs? That's the question of the day, Mr. Jason.
For one, from what I've seen,
Comedy
neither
relief.
one of them is attractive. For two, I'm not
Yeah.
into guys.
What?
I'm not into guys.
Okay. Fair enough.
Richard, I feel like our depressive states are interrelated because I believe that things that go against my ideology are depressing, and you think things that go against your ideology is depressing.
Oh, that's. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, Richard,
I can understand the similarity.
Richard, are you ever depressed?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, like,
Because you
remember,
put on a really good
for example,
front.
I got depressed when James Walker, when I gave him a whole list of things to do when he got out of the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, well, I will, I think there were 10 things on the list, and he said, I'll take my blood pressure every day and see how it goes.
Hey,
Which-
because like me and the Prez, we were wondering if you actually had the sense of empathy, and you do? You have empathy. you will admit
To
that
a
you
high
have.
degree.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of times you don't come across as that. A lot of times you come across as like sort of like your Hegelian thought is very like,
Right. Yeah. Like you're just a machine.
focused. Yeah,
that,
like you're a machine. You don't come across
Yeah.
like
That it's
Richard.
neither good nor bad. It's just there.
Yeah.
Well, there is that aspect of me, and not good nor bad, but true or false. That's different. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's
because
like-
I believe there is no 100% true and 100% false.
Well, that's fair
That's
enough.
true.
That's where you
but
get
it's
your
like-
bell curve,
but you
right?
know,
Your bell curve, like the
it's-
norm, and you have the two.
No, the bell curve goes like
Is that
this. It's
because
not a
of your
sine wave.
probability
You're right.
based on
You're right. That's
ET?
sine wave. It's yeah. Okay.
But it's like Jesus said, run hot or cold, because you are lukewarm, I spit you out of my mouth.
What?
Well, yeah, I
Wait,
think
chapter and
I
verse,
think there's
Jason.
people who think that way,
Chapter
but
and
I'm
verse.
not
It
one
is
of them.
scriptural. It is
No, what
scriptural.
I'm saying though is
Hey,
that
do you know the chapter and verse, Prez?
if you split the difference and if you quibble and you vacillate,
Mm-hmm.
you know you're not any good. Either I call you're an asshole, but you're a nice guy. Well, which is it?
Dude, this is one of my favorite words of all time. Vacillate. I give you propers for that.
You should absquatulate right now.
You're right.
Now, if I was
Give
in
you
the
Vaseline.
if I was in the crowd when Jesus said that,
Vaseline.
Vaseline. Yeah, like. Jim
I would say to
Salmonica.
Jesus, if when he said that, I would say, well, that would mean you never change your ideology.
He's a son of God.
Well,
How is
he
he going to
was a
change his
good Jewish boy.
ideology?
He is.
And yet-
How can the son of God change their ideology,
And
Richard?
yet, Jesus did change his ideology.
What? Tell me about this. This is like Malcolm X changing
When
his.
he was on the cross,
Uh-huh.
he said,
My
"My
God,
God, why
my-
have you forsaken me?"
Oh,
Why?
Eloi, lama
Because
sabachthani.
he realized at that
That was
moment.
scriptural. That came from Psalm 22, where he was pushed to the point beyond human ability to handle.
Right.
And his out was that he was scriptural about it because his statement came directly from Psalm 22.
I love
And my
that we have. I
interpretation
love
of
we have
that-
a biblical expert here to like give us input, like the Prez. This is really great. This is like adds a dimension to the show.
My interpretation of that is he realized his ideology was wrong. Just like when Aquinas, in the last 7 years of his life,
Uh-huh.
he said, "Everything I have written is like straw."
That
he
is
realized it was
wonderful
wrong.
because Aquinas is really messed up and very
Right,
not
but the
Christian.
thing is, you don't believe that he chose to do what he did.
I think that every theist, if you take away the layers,
of the onion.
at the heart, they're an atheist.
Well, that's what
But they have trouble admitting it.
Well, but you know,
Do you think the Prez
do you
is
know-
an atheist at
Yes.
heart?
Yes.
Yes, see, Prez, check this out. He thinks you're an atheist at heart. I wanted to confront this.
Well,
Okay, so-
stand by. Hold that point.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on,
We
Prez,
will.
just a moment.
Well, hold on.
I know atheism doesn't work. I tried it.
No, it doesn't.
That's what they said about your true Orthodox Jews. They're actually atheistic. The Jews are atheistic.
Oh, the
you
ones,
know that's
yeah.
what.
Some are, yeah.
I would agree. I would agree that most people who have some kind of metaphysical ideology, who don't believe in non-existence, at heart they're atheists, but they have trouble admitting it.
Huh.
Like when you read the great philosopher Soren Kierkegaard, you can see he's an atheist, and he's trying to paper over it desperately.
Oh, tell us how.
You know?
This is interesting. I'm interested in this.
Who, Kierkegaard?
Yeah, tell me about your.
Kierkegaard feels, oh yes, there definitely is a God, but God has abandoned us.
Yeah.
So that's kind of atheism.
God is dead.
I've got a-
That's
I've got
the
a
same
side
thing.
point.
Yeah, God is
that's
dead.
it.
But my
Lord
question is,
David
when did
made,
God
which
die,
is-
or what was his death throes?
Right.
You know.
But
Like
what
if-
he means is
no.
the concept has no more relevance.
Check this out. What if this is a what if? I'm not saying this is true, but what if they say that we are created in God's image and we die? Does that mean also, since we can die and we're created in God's image, that God could die?
No, because from dust ye come, to dust ye shall return, and God
is spirit.
God is everything, and so
You're a Christian.
in His image. That's all it says. It doesn't say we're a duplicate, just in His image.
Okay.
and that's why I like a graven image. And
like
Right,
Trump on the 2026 coins.
But
Did you
we're
see
not
that?
in his
Well, that's not
image
gonna
in the
happen.
physical sense. We're in his
I
image
would
in
say-
the-
Well, that's the press talk. We were talking over him.
Yeah, we were talking over. Go ahead, Press.
Yeah, so yeah, basically, Christ and God and our being in His image is our eternal being that's like Him. It's not our physical being, because our physical being is just the dust and the matter, and the combination I guess you could say from, I'm stretching here. I guess you could say from a perspective of, well, it gets into consciousness and what is that comprised of?
That's beautiful. Yes, like Boyd Rice says, he has a CD called God and Beast. He says man is part God. That means divine or spiritual. Doesn't necessarily mean he's God, but it's called God and Beast. Humanity, the human person is part divine, part spiritual, and part beast. So God and Beast. So yes, what you were saying there.
There's a continual struggle between the spirit and the flesh.
There is a continual struggle between the flesh and the spirit, the body and the
spirit
soul.
is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Right.
And but you think about Baudelaire, who.
Why are you smiling about that?
Who's smiling, Richard?
Why wouldn't I?
No, Jason.
No, why would? Yeah, exactly. You seem
Because
to verify this. You seem to agree with us, but now
it's just an aphorism, and because
what's an aphorism? I like that word. That's a really.
It's just a phrase, that
so
somebody
people
uses.
Won't know what that means because they're not.
It's just a phrase because all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So
what do you think about original sin?
But you can deal with that through Christ because He's the solution that God gave us that's a free gift, and we can't earn it ourselves. We have to accept the free gift. So it doesn't end that all fall short of the glory of God. It ends with Christ, the cross, and the resurrection.
I just want even an iota of proof.
Well,
prove it isn't true.
Everybody that believes.
By definition, faith is believing without proof, and
without a good reason.
You gotta. You could go two ways with that, though. You could either prove it is or prove it isn't.
You can't prove a negative.
You can't do either.
Faith is believing something without a good reason, and it's a pretty obvious definition. Because if you had a good reason, you would tell the reason.
What? Maybe you would. Well, why is Trump hiding the Epstein files? He's hiding things. People hide things. They hide. They hide the salami.
Are you asking that as a serious question? Because his name is all over them.
I know they are, and that's why they have those. Did you see those redacted pages?
119 pages of complete. 119 pages of complete black.
Yeah, and no 119 pages of Trump,
and no explanations because the law said if it was redacted, there had to be an explanation why. But I knew that Pammy would just give a finger to the whole law because that's what they do.
That's all they do. That whole administration gives a finger to any law.
Right? Because do you hear about the Kennedy Center?
Yeah, the Trump Kennedy Center.
Yeah, they already put the name up there. Mm-hmm. They already put the name up there.
Where?
At the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, they Trump. This is a Donald J. Trump - John F. Kennedy Center. They changed the name from.
You mean it's on the sign?
It's on the building.
It's on the building.
The letters are stuck on there with the.
They already put it up, even though it's completely illegal.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it needs congressional approval.
No, it needed approval from the board of the Kennedy Center.
Laws.
They don't follow the fucking law. You know this.
He does everything by fiat.
Yeah.
And like a king, like Nick Langworthless or Nick Unworthy, my member of Congress, who is just a
does he support the name change?
No, he supports everything that
Trump
like a lapdog that Trump does.
Yeah,
he's afraid to get torched by a truth.
He's a Trump's bitch.
And
he would support the name change. To
absolutely
Trump Kennedy.
for whatever excuse he gives because he doesn't have the guts. He doesn't have the self-respect. And I would love for him to watch my show. And I would love for him to go here or come in and tell me, why are you not a piece of shit when you follow a rapist, sexual abuser, lying, cheating, a fat ass who smells like shit? He literally smells like shit.
Shitting piece of fucking garbage.
Yeah.
If you give me his contact information, I'll send him an invite.
Actually, the worst things are...
Do so! Make it so. Okay, Prez, I'm sorry, we interrupted you.
Yeah, go ahead, Prez.
Smelling like crap isn't necessarily the worst thing. The worst thing is the stuff that comes out of your mouth that's slander and folly and sin
slander,
and all that.
Like Richard, I think a lot of times you do that. Like you often forward people's messages, and you'll copy their text messages or their voice messages and send them to other people without other people knowing. Mm-hmm. Is that ethical? What do you think about that? I don't really give a fuck if you do it or not. You do it to me a lot. I know you do it a lot to a lot of people, but some people have issue with that and think that's unethical. How would you defend that?
I would say that if you know me, I'm going to share my life experiences with you.
Well, I know you, so I know you're going to do it. But some people might not know that until they get a little bit deeper into your layer of your onion.
So if you're part of my life experiences,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to withhold my life experiences from anybody.
Okay.
So if somebody says to me, tell me what's going on in your life, I'll tell them what's going on in my life.
But does that necessitate that you actually copy and paste or send a verbatim actual files that are supposed to be between me and you? Like you sent something to Sasha that I was supposed to be between me and you. I don't care that you did it. It doesn't matter. You didn't even send her the best one. The best one was the 4-minute 40-second one. You sent her the 50-second one when I was on a condemnation of your certain Charlie Kirkish light aspects that you exhibit. But like still, I know to expect that, but a lot of people who know you might not know to expect that. And maybe you should tell them up front, like, before you message me, there is a very likely possibility that I might forward these to other people you don't know, and that you don't know that I'm doing that.
Okay, at 24 minutes, your 5 minutes starts. So get ready.
24 minutes, my 5 minutes starts?
In 15 seconds, your 5 minutes starts.
Yay! Hey, guys, I'm going to make this show beautiful, and I'm going to attract the young viewers. Where's Mick Hatton? I love you, Mick. I
Just
don't hate you at
start.
all. Okay, so you claim you like EDM, like Kraftwerk, Devo. They were EDM later.
Are they from Akron?
Yeah, they're from
Oh,
Akron.
Depeche Mode. I have that album.
They were from Akron, like my favorite girlfriend,
I have that
Amy.
album.
This is a great album, Depeche.
It was all right. It wasn't the best.
It's like a compilation of their singles. It includes Blasphemous Rumors. That's a great song.
Yeah. Well,
See, I told you would like some of the stuff. New Order never show themselves on their album covers.
Well.
So this is from the Technique album. That's
New Order was formed with the remains of Joy Division.
yes.
After
Thank you
Ian
for-
Curtis
I was
killed
gonna
himself.
ask that,
Exactly.
yeah.
Right. I love Joy Division. I love New Order.
Everybody except Ian Curtis
Well, he's dead.
became
He
New
killed
Order.
himself.
he
'cause
hung
was
himself.
So they
'cause he was
just changed their
epileptic.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
But also it changed a little bit of their style. They became more techno.
yeah, they became
And
more
what
more
about the personnel?
electronic.
Same personnel?
Yeah.
Yeah, except for Ian Curtis, and they added a woman, Gillian Gilbert, on the keyboards.
But OMD, my favorite band
I
ever.
love OMD too. OMD, at least OMD will give you their picture, even if it's like a small thing.
How many people in OMD?
Well, there's two that are cores, but
Andy
there's two others that
Kluski
are.
and, you know the two names?
Yeah,
Andy
now
McCluskey
I'm
and-
trying to think because you've.
so
I'm
OMD
sorry,
is
I-
two main people, and they might have other people.
Well, that one of their guys actually had a cardiac arrest on stage. One of the musicians.
One of the main people, or
No,
the,
not Andy and I could see him and I can't think of his name. Not them, but was it their keyboardist or their drummer? But they got a save out of him. And he went back to work. Stewart. It's just Andy is the. They just started out they're from Manchester, and
Yeah, they're-
they started out just
everything
being
good
techno
is from-
guys.
were
everything
were
good
in
is
that-
from Manchester.
Were they part of that Factory Records? That
No.
No, they weren't part of Factory, but one commentator said if Depeche Mode was the president in the 80s, OMD would be the prime minister.
Oh, hell yes. I love this music,
Cool.
and you love this music a lot. I love 80s synth pop. I love EDM. So it doesn't make sense to me that if you claim to love EDM and or disco, that you do not like K-pop, because K-pop sits very well.
Paul Humphreys.
Yeah, Paul Humphreys and
what
Andy
does
McCluskey.
EDM stand for?
Electronic dance music.
electronic dance
Okay.
music.
Okay.
So Kraftwerk are the innovators of electronic dance music. They came out of the krautrock scene. At first, they weren't an EDM band, but they're the roots. So if you're saying that you do not like EDM, you're lying, because we get further into this. Beyond that, we have a production team. Do you remember Stock Aitken Waterman?
Yeah.
I love them.
Who are they?
They were producers. They did a lot of stuff in the 80s.
Okay,
Three
so
separate guys?
They were
yeah,
a group.
They were a
Oh, a
production group. Three dudes. who did
Production group. They weren't a musical group. They were
What
production.
bands did they produce?
Oh, good.
Him.
Listens like this song.
Oh, really?
This. I'm never going to give you up.
Well,
Rick Astley.
That was Rick Astley was Blue Eyed Soul.
Yes. But he was also he had a very techno background type of music, but he was Blue Eyed Soul.
And
we've
did that trio of producers produce him?
yeah, they produced him.
I mean, the list is like seriously like
It's
40 or
huge.
50 artists.
They produced no, not them. They produced not them. Nope.
Are
Go
they
back.
still
They're
going?
Bananarama.
Are the
There's-
three producers still going? Or
not that
I don't know if they broke up or
Not
somebody
that I
died or
know
what. I
of.
haven't heard anything recently.
Their studio burned down, and then I don't know what they've been up to lately, but they did Kylie Minogue's early records. She's a huge influence on techno pop and synth pop and music that is pop based with synthesizers. Kylie Minogue, Stock Aitken Waterman did her first stuff, and then Donna Summer, the disco diva, even did an early album, Another Time and Place, with Stock Aitken Waterman.
Stock Aitken Waterman.
Yeah, that's it. They are a definite huge influence upon the K-pop sound. They did Dead or Alive. Remember, You Spin Me Right Round Like a Record? And here's the Donna Summer. This is the album they did with her, Another Time and Place, and had the hit single, This Time I Know I'm For Real.
This Time I Know It's For Real.
That's it, yeah. So
that means they did disco.
Yeah,
but
the same thing as disco,
EDM and techno.
They
and,
cross over a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of pop.
So they didn't have one style, these producers.
But it was, they were on the spectrum of pop to EDM, so because they overlapped, you know?
Right.
Like you have a poppy tune, but it has an electronic background.
Well,
or
remember
electronic.
Studio 54?
Yes.
Would they play Kraftwerk?
They might later in the day.
Maybe
Studio
later
54,
in the day.
later at the
like the
in
model, like she's a model and she's looking good. You know that song?
Well, yeah, but also Kraftwerk did what was Radioactivity, because Electricity was OMD's version of Radioactivity. Mm-hmm. But you know what's the interesting thing about Kraftwerk, and where are they from?
So that would mean
Kraftwerk are from Dusseldorf,
influence
Germany.
each other.
Well,
Kraftwerk
they
from Dusseldorf.
influenced them. The OMD did not influence Kraftwerk. Kraftwerk influenced everybody. Like
Kraftwerk are the originals. They're from like 1975. They were doing the shit with Man Machine.
Right. That there was a horse named Nasrullah who wasn't a champion runner, but his offspring did. Like
Right.
Secretariat, Spectacular Bid, Seattle Slew, those were all offspring or in the life of Nasrullah.
Right.
So Kraftwerk wasn't big, but without Kraftwerk, you don't have any of these others.
Right. You're proving my point. I love that you're involved in this. I told you would agree with me.
Did Devo evolve from Kraftwerk?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody
Definitely
put their piece on
influence.
it. You know that you're a, you're a local band in Akron, and you say, "Are we not men? We are Devo."
So would you say that Kraftwerk is important in the history of music as the Beatles?
Yeah, maybe more so.
No, not more so, but in their niche,
Similar.
They are.
I might say more so because EDM is a lot more prevalent now than jangly guitar pop or like the kind of stuff the Beatles were originally doing. I would say EDM is much bigger than even the Beatles in their Psych era or their Abbey Road era. If you think about it, what's going on now, like Ariana Grande or groups like I have here, like Cat's Eye. Yeah, their beats are very Kraftwerkian. Very.
And you know what the interesting thing about Kraftwerk is in Dusseldorf at their studio.
Clink
It's like,
product.
It's like coming to your door and nobody knows at your door what's going on in here. You know, it's like
There's no advertisement.
Oh,
on
hell
it?
yeah,
no.
nothing. There's just a door. You open the door and it's like boom, the wall of sound. I mean, it's a crazy thing. It's just like, just a nondescript door. It's the funniest thing because it's so.
Is Kraftwerk officially ended?
I don't know if they're still active or not.
They come out of the woodwork now and then to do tours and stuff, and they were active a couple years ago.
But they're German. That's all you need to know.
What do you mean? They never go away?
They don't say anything. Then all of a sudden they do something, and they all of a sudden it's all, and then they stop. When 5 o'clock happens, they're done.
Is there a version of Lennon and McCartney inside of Kraftwerk?
Florian, what's that album? Florian, remember the third album?
Yeah, but I
those
don't.
two, I would say, would be like
because
Florian
Or did they all
Schneider
write-
is one.
did they
There's
all
two.
contribute?
There are. Yeah, there is a Lennon.
they all did because it's interesting that even their artwork has their faces on there always in a line, and like they look like Aryan Youth.
Sort
Not
of they
that
do.
one, but in the other
Yeah,
one.
you're right. I should have brought the Man Machine, which
Yeah,
of
because
course
they
I
have
have
the-
everything they did, so I should
Right,
have brought
they have
that
the red
too.
shirts on, and they all have their hair slicked back. And
You see there? Yeah.
When Kraftwerk did a live production, did they put in a lot of pyrotechnics and
no, it was music.
They had a lot of
It was
machines.
music, huh?
They had a lot of machines, and there were a lot of sequencers and drum machines and things that they even built. They created a lot of their own.
What'd you
what
say,
did you
Tom?
say, Tom? Relays your-
I said they were machines.
Yeah.
They are the robots.
Well, they're German. I said it. They're Germans.
They are
Yours
the
are pretty bright.
robots. Check out their song "We Are the Robots" and also check out like the model.
What
I don't
about
care-
Autobahn?
Oh, Autobahn. Yeah, that's their. From
What about Tour de
1974.
France?
Well,
Oh,
Tour
yeah,
de France,
yeah,
Tour de
yes.
France.
Does We Are the Robots mean the band is the robots,
We
or
are the
everybody on
robots.
Earth is
It's
the
up
robots?
for
It is.
interpretation.
Isn't that beautiful? It's up for interpretation. But, like, you know, what I am saying, whether you agree with it or not, and I try to get it through to you guys, we're still living in the world of now. Things keep evolving. They keep happening. These K-pop producers and a lot of these K-pop tracks are very Kraftwerkian. They're very along the lines of things like OMD New Order. Like, so a lot of the stuff on the La Seraphim and the Twice albums, a lot of this stuff reminds me of this. And they sit very well side by side in my playlist. They make sense together. K-pop is an evolution of what Kraftwerk started, the electronic dance music that they were the pioneers of. They even grew out of the krautrock scene with like Amon Duel 2, bands like that, and Can, without the synthesizers. But once they got into the synthesizers, everything changed. Like Grandmaster Flash, The Message, they are... it's like a jungle of time. It makes you wonder how I keep from going under. They're
But,
the background. That's Kraftwerk. That's a sample.
Is Tangerine Dream a descendant of
Yes,
Kraftwerk?
because they were around the same time. They are parallel. Tangerine Dream is within the Kraftwerk krautrock dynamic. They are a krautrock band, so good on you. Klaus Schultz was the mastermind. He did a lot of great fucking solo albums and albums with other people's. I have this Mobius and Schultz album that's just phenomenal.
Was Klaus Nomi a descendant of Kraftwerk?
Yes, obvious. Very obviously.
well,
I wish I would have brought him. I had the album, and it was in my crate, but I didn't bring Klaus Nomi. I had no idea you would bring him up.
because, but 20 years ago, I was driving back to, or 25 years ago, I was driving back from Buffalo to New York, and it was on a Sunday night, and there'd be people on the radio in New York, and there's a freestyle woman, Judy. I can't think of her name, something Hispanic, but freestyle
What
is
year was this? I might have heard this.
2001.
Okay.
But they had a guest, somebody on the phone. It was somebody from Moscow, and he was saying, "Oh, new band." He had music that he played on the phone, new
Yeah.
music, and it was PPK actually. But
What does
that's,
that mean, PPK?
No, that's the name of the band.
Oh.
But that's the thing that you can't pin it down to Korea. I mean,
Can't, but
music comes from everywhere.
So
but
if
Korea is influenced by the Kraftwerkian aesthetic in a lot of the tracks. And so if you like that stuff, you might like a lot of the K-pop tracks. They're fucking phenomenal. And I highly encourage people to check them out, especially the things that have JYP Productions, or SM Entertainment. Any of the groups, whether you have Illit, IVE, La Seraphim, Twice,
So you
Sunmi.
see Kraftwerk's influence is still going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Because-
yeah.
Is the Beatles' influence still going, or has it died out?
I think it's still going in the instrumental types. You know what I mean? Because the guys that just play an acoustic guitar, they're still out there.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yes, they are.
You know what I mean? And so there's
But the Beatles were just acoustic, or
no, they
No,
weren't. But
Rubber
they're
Soul.
But they were much simpler, even though they were electric. They were simpler.
Blackbird.
And
In the Dead of Night.
and it was any one of the Beatles could have. They were all superstar musicians by themselves.
It's true, especially McCartney. Oh,
Well,
fuck yes, McCartnney.
Paul McCartney
oh,
is-
jeez,
he's
he can
like
play
Prince.
anything.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
If Prince was still alive, he and Paul McCartney should have because Paul
Oh, you
McCartney
see Prince as a descendant of the Beatles?
in
Could be
theory.
in because of the psychedelic aspect, like you Sgt. Pepper going into the what was that album Around the World in a
Flowers?
Day that was like Prince's psych album with Raspberry Beret and all that?
Under the Cherry Moon.
Yeah.
No, that was the movie.
No, the album was Around the World in a Day. That
Oh,
was his
but-
self-professed psych album. So yes, Prince was influenced by the Beatles.
But
yeah.
also, Paul McCartney and Prince have in common they play every instrument, and then
Yeah.
all the tracks laid on
Oh,
each other.
fuck yeah.
Because
like the
Prince-
McCartney 1 and McCartney 2 and McCartney 3 albums. There's three
Was
of
it
them.
exactly 70? Is Prince that he played, or did he play more than that or less than that?
What?
What?
Prince.
No, he
I heard
played every-
Prince played 70s
Prince played
music.
everything.
He played every instrument.
Synthesizers,
when-
bass, guitar,
yeah,
drums.
Like the album 1999, he
Yeah.
played every role in that album, and they only had the studio musicians because he couldn't do them all at once.
Yeah, he would have them live on the shows, but he on the record it's Prince. Yeah, Like McCartney, like the first McCartney album, which is why the Beatles disintegrated. They blame Yoko Ono, but McCartney came up with that McCartney album where he's playing everything except he has Linda on a few backing vocals because he has to, but all the instruments, it's McCartney.
Well, but even McCartney played the kazoo on Your 16.
Oh yeah,
You know-
right? Yeah, like my Ringo Starr. I
Yeah.
love Ringo. Best
Because
one of the
Carrie
best
Fisher was in the
drummers.
video.
He is such a fucking great underrated drummer. That's Tom. Tom is our Ringo. He keeps us to like.
I thought Tom was George Martin.
Oh, he is George Martin. Maybe you're the Ringo.
Well, she's stuck because Paula says,
I'm Paul.
my son
you're,
on drums.
You're Lennon. You like to be drum?
No, I'm Paul. You're Lennon.
No, I'm Paul.
You're the crazy one. You're not the multi-talented.
I am. I am crazy, but I bring up the images. I come up with a lot of the topics.
No,
I
you're the
hold-
psychedelic
I'm the
weird
glue.
one. You're not. No, you are not.
I'm glue.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're flypaper, maybe.
Are you the fly?
Okay, so you're. Do you have anything else to add on that?
Well, yeah, of course. Another thing you want me to. Okay, in regards to K-pop, there's a element of ageism. It's a one-way respect. In this culture, you're supposed to respect people who are older than you, came before you. But why can't you have any respect for anyone who came after you? Because younger people often do make good contributions. Why do you have to worship only those who are older than you and not admire anyone younger? K-pop addresses this by just existing.
Okay, so now we're going to tie this in here because 2 years ago, the first time I almost got scammed was because it was my phone number is still from South Carolina, and I get this accidental text. Oh, how was your golf game? And I said, I think you have the wrong number. And then me thinking I said either this is a scam or I'm amazingly lucky. It was a scam, but that woman really sucked me in. But I never gave her any money. But it was an Asian woman who looked much younger than she was. Like Nessa is saying. But that's the thing. And then
A member of La Seraphim called you. Shaywan gave you a phone call.
And that's the whole
Shaywan.
point, that
Shaywan.
they suck you in through, it's called the pig fattening scam, because you fatten the pig before you slaughter it, or the pig slaughtering scam. You fatten it up, and because what it was some Bitcoin scam that she was trying to rob me, but I said, you can't take something that I don't have. I don't have any money. And
I thought you didn't have a soul. Oh, okay.
But then
Soul
the funniest
Korea.
thing is this scammer even contacted me again. And I said, no, it's a different phone number. And she said, haven't you ever heard of a business phone? I was like, dude. But
Well, let me ask you this. On the whole, in your experience, do you think that the majority of men are attracted to younger women?
oh, absolutely.
What
Because
do you say, Vanessa?
Of course. Youth is always going to be most attractive because that's the fertility period. Even if you go against, like, talk about cultural things, but I mean, like, instinctually, people who are younger, they're in the fertility age. Of course, that's going to be just the default more attractive.
Now, could we say that is a type of misogyny?
You might be able to, but I'm not really sure you can qualify that.
it's by exclusion, because I understand your point, because why don't women get the same opportunity? Because they're past the age of having kids. Because guys get a double hump when you're young and you're hot, or you're older and you're a silver fox, because now you can provide. All it is if
Hey,
you're masculine,
which
you
are
can
you?
provide. Like you can kill the saber-toothed tiger, or you're the older guy, now you have money, you have stability, you can provide.
And the reason I'm asking is because in our conversation, Jason said he was accused of being a misogynist, but he
By
does
who?
not see himself.
By who? Who accuses
Well,
you of being a
it's not-
misogynist? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's not my place to malign somebody.
Okay, that's noble of you. I appreciate that.
So,
Richard
so
wouldn't have the
in-
same discretion.
Let him talk.
Okay.
So the question is, he does not see himself as a misogynist, but somebody else does. Now, what is a good criteria of how can you accurately describe someone as a misogynist? What do they have to do?
That's a good question, because I don't know. So if I'm doing it, it's not something of which I'm aware. Because also, the
What is
person.
a misogynist? I don't even really know what that is.
A misogynist is somebody who hates women. It can be another woman or it can be men. But misandry is hating men. And so misogynist could be
Hating women.
antisocial who use women as just sex objects or to steal stuff from them, like financially, or treat them emotionally badly.
Sex.
But because they're a woman, not
It's
because of
really
anything
bad stuff.
specific.
That's really bad stuff.
Yeah, and but also she said, see, this is where the perspective comes from, because she said, I'm gaslighting her because I don't endorse her. What the hell are you doing?
This is a Catholic boy, and Sam is his consciousness. This is like ties in with what we're doing right now.
That I am gaslighting her because I don't believe in her false views, that they are demonstrably false.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not endorsing them. That means from her perspective, I'm gaslighting her because I'm not endorsing her delusions. Because that's why I'm wrong, because I don't believe her crap
What crap in particular?
about being hacked by everybody in the Western world.
Everybody? I think she has a specific list.
Well, it's
Not
not my place to
everybody.
say.
You're right, it's not. So I'm glad you have that discretion time. I'm not sure Mr. Richard over here would. He likes to disseminate things.
See, what Jason is saying is, if I think that what you are saying is wrong, I will tell you my views. We share that in common.
And that's why, and that's why I, because I disagree with her, that makes me misogynistic by not endorsing her point of view, and I am gaslighting because I am telling her it's not there when she says it is. Did you ever see the movie from 1944?
Is that
Which
the name
one?
of the movie?
Gaslight, the movie with Charles Boyer and Ingrid Bergman.
It's called
Gaslight?
From 1944?
No, it's called Gaslight, but it was
Gaslight the movie.
the movie from 1944.
You like old movies and shit and like black and white shit? You should like this.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but it's referenced so often.
Yeah, and that's
Watch
from
it.
where it comes, because the whole point is,
The husband's trying to kill her.
well, he's trying to make her go crazy.
Oh, but I thought he's
Like the
introducing
Seraphim.
gas
Crazy,
into
crazy.
the...
No,
Crazy,
it's about the
crazy.
lights that are on or not. That's why it's gaslight, because
Oh, the lights.
he's saying it's on, and she says it's not on. And,
I see.
And
I see.
he's telling her she's wrong because so he's trying to make her go nuts. Did you ever? Well, too bad Sal is in here, because that was in.
Sal's here. Where's Sal? Did he go away?
No, not the
Hey,
press.
Brian.
Hi,
Hey, Brian.
Sal.
The Buddha.
Oh, the fat one? Okay.
There was an episode of Star
Monaco.
Trek: The Next Generation where we first saw the Cardassians, and David Warner played the Cardassian, and
the Kardashians, like OJ?
no.
Kim
They
Kardashian.
call
got a fat
the
ass.
joke is the spoonheads, because they have a thing on their head that looks like that. It's
Just
just a
snort
characteristic of the Cardassians. But they keep telling they're torturing
Snort
Picard
coke.
and say there are 5 lights,
I
but
saw
there's
that
only 4.
episode.
Can you
Yeah,
make...
I saw
Did you
that
watch what
episode. That
Sal
was-
Monaco shouts out? Hey, Sal, where the fuck are you? Did Sal Monaco boycott you now?
No. He said he's got another planned event for tonight.
You piss off a lot of people. You pissed me off all
Well,
week.
he's got his foot in the door.
So
You got a dick in the
can
door
you
if he
make
has
somebody go insane by disagreeing with them?
one. You
If you do
could.
it enough.
Like Lindsey Buckingham, the great song Go
I guess
Insane.
you could do it if you had enough people doing it. That happened to me.
Yeah. Tell us about this, Prez. This is interesting. This will be a good thing.
So basically, a lot of people decided that I wasn't telling the truth, so they harassed me for years, and I don't know. I guess you could say that I don't. It's like I don't know if it's even sane thoughts I'm thinking of. So it's just hard for me. It's like I don't know. I know what I believe, but I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh.
Well, yeah, if you don't have a frame of reference, you don't know how far away you are from the wall. If you're in a pitch darkness and you put your hands out, you don't feel a wall, it could be 10 feet on either side, or it could be literally this far away.
A Pink
And you
Floyd
don't
wall.
know. You don't know that.
I love The Wall. That's a great movie. Great midnight movie. I wish I still
And
had midnight movies.
so that's why you need a frame of reference. You need a point to pin you down so you can go know where everything else is.
Yeah, but is there such a
Right.
point?
Well, therein
one
lies
thing-
the rub.
The one thing you know that is true, so you can gauge everything else from.
oh.
Probably that you exist.
I like where I'm at
Yeah.
right now. I
Yeah,
believe
that-
I interact with people in a direct verbal sense, and
No
it
matter-
doesn't go beyond my thoughts or my foibles, because but everybody has foibles, and I
Okay,
was trying
so
to let them.
No matter
know
where you
that-
go, there you are. That's all you need to know. That's the whole point. No matter where you go, there you are. That's your point of reference, that you do exist. And we have less than 30 seconds left. So
Yeah, 30 seconds.
you get 10 seconds. Say something.
Do I get 10 seconds?
Now you got 5 seconds.
Which member of Twice is your favorite off of this?
I have her right there.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, yeah. My favorite
Okay.
is her. Well, yours
She needs
is
a
her.
haircut.
She's
Okay.
beautiful. Look
10
at her.
seconds left. 5 seconds, Richard. Say something.
Twice.
Oh, I've been sending people the topics with the invitation.
Uh-huh.
And they
You'd
don't-
be amazed at how many people say I can't make it, but here's what I
Okay,
would
thanks,
say.
y'all.